Not everyone is a trial lawyer. I know lawyers that they are afraid to go to the court for simplest thing. It takes strength, it takes know-how, and it also takes quick thinking and analyzing to be a trial lawyer. And you have to be awake, aware, and knowledgeable, and have your own style. Again,
But what happens, you know, and I'm sure you've seen this. One of the things that I've found over the years, with family law lawyers especially, family law lawyers know the law. I mean, everybody knows the code, generally speaking. But they're not really good advocates or trial lawyers inside the courtroom. I remember a case that we did here at this office. And as a matter of fact, Slavea Ankova was the trial attorney. And one day I was up on the ninth floor and in the central building there downtown where all the family law, ninth floor was an eighth floor, where all the family law courtrooms were. And I walked in on a trial that she was doing. And when I walked in, the opposing attorney had a witness on the stand. Now, I'm not going to mention his name or anything, but this was a gentleman who is a very experienced family law lawyer, very experienced, knows the law. He was a terrible trial attorney. And by that, I mean, he was actually upsetting the judge with what he was doing with the witness and just, walking. I'll give you an example. He kept doing this as he was questioning the witness and walking back and forth from side to side. Finally, the judge says to him, "Counsel, put your glasses on and sit down."
oh my God.
Because it was just, you'd have to really see it to see how annoying it was. And here, I guess, there's no jury and the judge is trying to concentrate on the witness, watch our client's demeanor, watch his questioning. And it was just so distracting. And, I have many stories like that. There is an attorney who is a very well-known family law attorney. And years ago, I had a trial against this attorney. And she's a specialist. She's a family law specialist. And, she was, I guess, a decent trial attorney, but not a great trial attorney. And one of the things that I found is that a lot of times when you're in front of a judge, they don't want to hear the law. Do you agree with that? They already know the law. Or at least they think they know it, right? What they're more interested in is the facts, the equities, like what happened. And usually when you can't settle a case, it usually hinges on the presentation of a fact or facts and witnesses and documentary evidence. And if you're not presenting the witnesses and the documentary evidence in a certain way, in a persuasive way, you're going to, you're probably not going to prevail. I'll tell you something. I was a 10-year attorney. All right. So this is 25 years ago. And I was doing a trial in a family law case that I basically lost. And it haunted me for, several years. And I got the transcripts and I would read them and read them. And I finally realized, what I did wrong to a certain extent. What I also realized is I needed some training, some formal training. And I ended up going to the Jerry Spence Trial Lawyers College, right? And now I'm already a 10-year attorney, no more than that maybe by this time. And I realized when I was at the college for almost a month, I realized that I didn't know anything about being a trial lawyer. I didn't take those classes in college. In law school. Do you ever get that feeling when you're going against other family law attorneys?
I love being in court. I love litigating. But again, as you mentioned, not all the bits and pieces we've been taught. Or those are the things learned. And the more you try it, of course, with the right guidance, you try the case, the more you learn. What I learned the most was that judges do not want to hear about things that are irrelevant. You need to go to the core of the case, support it with what you have, and get what you want. And doing judge pro tem taught me so much, because when I'm sitting up there and the litigants are saying whatever it is they're saying, I'm talking to myself, okay, get over it. Enough. Okay, get to the issue. Hurry up. That's irrelevant. You should see it. What does this have to do with that? I talk in my head to myself. That makes me a better lawyer, saying, make sure you don't do this. Make sure you don't add these things that's not necessary. You're wasting time. Don't do that. So Jerry Spence probably has that philosophy also. But again, not everyone is a trial lawyer. I know lawyers that are afraid to go to the court for simplest thing. It takes strength, it takes know-how, and it also takes quick thinking and analyzing to be a trial lawyer. And you have to be awake, aware, and knowledgeable, and have your own style. Again,